We have one viewer. What's
You
up?
guys live.
That's right. Fucking yeah. We actually have gone live more than once in a whole year. So
Yeah,
far.
that's true.
That's
That's
pretty
the
good.
second time.
It's the second
It's
time.
first for everything.
That's true.
What up,
Well, what's good? What's happening?
peoples? Persons?
Person.
Person?
The most faithful of person, to be true. I wish this person would make a comment so we know who the hell it is.
Can you hear me?
Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Are we visible? Are we hearable?
Here, oh, 3 people. Look at that.
What up,
Hell
3
yeah.
peeps?
In case you're wondering, I am drinking a nice, lukewarm can of Spite.
Yes.
No affiliation. No sponsor.
Yeah.
I just truly like the product.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Best.
Yeah.
Best served lukewarm.
Yeah. I mean, if it's cold, you really can't taste the hideous flavor that it has. What's going on, people?
Talking to me every time how to live.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Cheech and Chong.
if you say so. Slimo!
Slimo, what up?
What's going on? Good morning.
The
Oh,
only sort of invasion I'll accept.
an Aussie invasion. Aussies good people. I don't really like all of your laws, but good people.
Slimo's good people.
Slimo's good people. Slimo's been good people for a long time.
Truth.
Damn truth.
So what up? What's up over crossed
Diagonal.
the pond
Yeah.
and southish.
South. And southish.
And this is southern hemisphere.
Is he southeast or southwest?
Southish.
South. Well, I suppose you can get to him by any direction. Either way. So that's how a sphere works. Oh shit. We lost 2 people.
We are not funny.
Damn it.
Relevant.
We used to be funny.
We used to be funny.
We used to be relevant too.
I don't know how true that is.
Well, I might have been exaggerating just a tickle, but oh, hey, we got another person. You know, you should probably put the link in the description, eh? You know how to do that complicated bullshit.
Would you just go up here, copy this?
No. Go to invite plus invite.
What?
No.
No?
No. Right there. Invite.
Invite.
Yeah. Copy.
Copy.
Go to post comment
Go to post comment.
and paste.
Paste.
Paste that shit.
Boom.
Boom.
Hey, how
Hey.
you pin it to the top?
I
Something
think.
like this.
I don't know. Does nothing. What's up?
Yo, yo.
I think I have to do it like this. I might have to. Here we go. Okay. Bam. Pin message. Perfect. There. Technologically advanced we are. Bet you didn't know that. So what's been going on since the last live?
Not drinking.
I think you did enough for a whole year's worth there. I feel like moving to USA. Do it. Oh.
Full of socialists now.
Oh, they
ruin everything.
I think they're trying to ban kitchen knives. Are they trying to ban kitchen knives there?
How the fuck do you cut meat?
You're not supposed to. That's the whole point of banning shit. We're made of meat. That's what they're trying to avoid people doing again.
Wow, that's funny because I literally cut up the meat that we ate tonight with a blade.
Oh, that would be considered a felony over there, I
It's
think.
kind of a.
You smell like diesel exhaust. Your eyes are watering. Oh, shit.
You're not like parked in a garage somewhere with an idling engine, are you?
You're not still at work, are you?
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Just don't watch. Listen.
It's not much to look at anyway.
No.
No. Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking now what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't have any plans.
We got 4 people watching.
We do.
Yeah,
What
we
is
got
up out there?
What is up,
4
all
people.
4 people? Oh,
Well, I'm going to be making more videos on my other channel.
the
Tom
spooky one.
Sylvania.
Yeah, Tom Sylvania.
Yeah.
Yes. I put a short, got my steering cylinder back for my tractor. Ah,
Nice.
nice. Did you end up sending that in to have it honed, or because I remember on Discord you were saying it was leaking, like past the piston or something. I think probably, potentially, metaphorically. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm gonna be learning how to fucking pour concrete here pretty soon. Yeah.
Tis.
Yeah, fucking the channel got finally a good sponsorship. Oh shit, I don't know what the company's name is. Well, anyhoozle, company wants to send me a 2-post car lift for free. That's like a $2,500 fucking car lift too. And I don't want to tell them no, but I have no idea where I'm gonna put this shit because it won't fit in my garage at all. So it's going to have to go in my backyard somewhere. So I'm going to have to pour concrete footings and run a 240 outlet somewhere. And it's going to be a lot of hassle, actually. But it'll be worth it because 2-post car lift. So my fat ass won't have to be down on the ground anymore, rolling around.
Sound like Cartman every time you get up.
Hey, come on, you guys. Yeah, I'm going home.
Who's trying to sneak up on me? Oh, it's just you. One of the little ones. What do you want? Come over here so everybody can see you nagging at me.
Okay. Can me and Aubrey have ice cream?
You had ice cream.
Me and
Yeah, no, you had Cold Stone.
Me and Aubrey want ice cream, so it's not my fault. Can we?
You gotta ask your uncle. Because I don't have any ice cream.
Uncle Tom, can me and Aubrey have ice cream?
I don't care. I'm not going up there and fishing it out for you, though.
Okay, I can.
Yeah, you go.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't make a mess.
Yeah, don't make a mess. If you do, clean it up.
Don't cut yourself.
Don't get kidnapped.
Okay.
Don't do bad decisions.
Don't do things that I would do unless they're smart. Yes, the first guy had it 5 weeks, never touched it. That's typical. Took it to the cat dealer. They turned it in 24 hours. Nice. So, what exactly did they do? Did they bore it out and hone it? And you just like, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about that whole procedure to know what they would do. Do they sleeve it? Can you get bigger pistons in that? I don't know. Possibly. Maybe. Potentially. Sort of. Kind of. Almost.
Maybe.
I mean, not my wheelhouse there.
Car thing.
I mean, I know things about cars, but not specifically that right
I
there.
know things about guitars.
Guitars.
No things about grilling.
I'm just taking nice sips of my lukewarm Sprite. Sounds spiteful. Or tastes spiteful, actually. There's yelling going on upstairs. Why is there yelling going on upstairs? I don't know. That's probably okay. It's probably fine.
What are you yelling about?
One of them might be dead.
Not enough yelling for that.
Well, yeah, no, there's not enough yelling for there to be two kids up there. That's only like one kid worth of yelling.
I think it was your kid. Just
Well,
yelling at things.
That's true. New seals. Oh, okay.
Like polar seals?
No, like seal shit.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty sure they get them in Antarctica. Seals. Then they shove their blubber inside the fucking steering arm or whatever. Makes a coating, seals the shit up. It's really good.
Yeah.
Blah, he says.
Yeah.
Hey, people live off that shit. Eskimos would be
They used to
nobodies
live off that
without
shit.
seal blubber. Telling you.
Oh yeah, we got the blah blah.
They fucking live off that shit. As far as I know, I've never met an Eskimo. You ever met an Eskimo?
Yes.
Yes. What was his name?
I don't remember. It was something weird.
Something weird. Fucking
It was something I'm not going to try to pronounce without
Eskimo.
him here to correct me.
Eskimame. Oh. Yeah. What the hell are you even drinking?
This is a jug of water with peach tea in it.
Nice. Just a little
Love the peach tea.
like powdered peach tea, or did
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a little powder.
A little
Crystal
powder.
Light.
Crystal
stuff.
Light? Nice. Yeah. Crank the tractor. The wheels turned all the way to the right. One turn left. Has to figure out how to adjust the valve. All is well. Okay. Yeah, all the hydraulic pressure is pushing on the one side, steering it to the right. Oh, you turned it all the way to the right, and it wouldn't turn back. I get it. I gotta work on the fucking Mustang. Speaking of working on shit, I've just been having so much shit going on, I haven't even touched it. I've been too excited about my carburetor shit. Doing Project XMC Part 3. I got a brand new main body, and we're gonna test it out. I got another guy gonna be flowing this one. I don't remember the name of his channel either, though. So we're
All this shit going on. I had no idea who or what or where. It's just stuff happening. I
It's just
don't know.
stuff happening.
All around me. Is.
Fucking, I tell you what, you want to sponsor me because I give the best shout outs. This guy, I don't know who he is.
I cannot even tell you the name of this dude, but he's going to do this.
He's going to do this. Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, I had Joseph Nowak flow all of 2.0, the carburetor 2.0, the JB Weld carburetor. Joseph Nowak flowed exclusively. But I figured for the third, 3.0, this brand new main body, we're going to be doing a lot of the same things, only tweaking them slightly. So I figured having him flow it would be kind of redundant for his audience because they already seen what's going on. And also, if I branch out to another guy for this main body, his audience will get to see the project and it'll kind of broaden the whole scope of things. So I'm going to be sending him the new main body with a 600 base plate to flow. It's a 650 main body, but we'll flow it with a 600 base plate. Then we'll throw the 750 base plate on it, which it is what it has stock. A 650 has a 750 base plate. That's kind of what makes it into a 650 versus 600. That just slightly bigger Venturis, but that's almost not enough to even talk about the difference. So sending those 3 things with him, and then I'm going to send the old Project XMC with him too, so he could flow it, introduce it to his audience, and we get, another perspective on it, which I think will be cool. Him flowing it, getting another perspective. Yeah, that's my spiel. That's what I've been up to lately. No power steering on my tractor, just a huge steering wheel. Yep, like it. My dad borrows my tractor, Slamo. He had neck and shoulder surgery like 20 years ago, still has problems. Power steering is a must. Understandable. And hello, everyone. Hey, what's up, Queen? We're actually doing, we have done 2 lives this year. That's about what we did last year, so we're already ahead, and it's only May.
Dean, what
What's
up,
up?
bud?
What up, live overdose on carbs or JB Weld into the dark side, Dan? Yes. Jacuzzi of success again. No, he has no jacuzzi in him whatsoever. He's not even wearing a Hawaiian shirt. If he wears a Hawaiian shirt, then you know it's going to be a fucking wild stream. Wish I had power steering.
Nope. I'm drinking peach tea tonight, everybody.
Well, you guys know that sweet tea, peach tea, southern shit. Juan, what's up?
What is up?
What's up, Juan?
Howdy doody.
How you been doing? Oh,
Yeah, what have y'all been doing?
yeah, what have we all been doing? Oh, well, now that we got 7 more people in here.
7 more. Yeah, we
Well-
had none. That sucked.
Well, yeah.
We're not on our game tonight.
Well, we didn't advertise this at all.
No,
So, I mean, to be fair.
I got my big hat foot on.
You got your big hat foot.
Yep, my Bigfoot hat.
Oh, your Bigfoot hat.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking your Montana shaver hat.
Montanan
Yeah.
shaver hat.
The Montanan shaver. That's what they call him in the woods up over by Junkyard. He's the Montanan shaver. It's okay, Tom. A man has to get a little tight every now and then. Yeah, true. Loser hat, we know who's. Please don't be sorry. I'm never sorry about nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm so not sorry. To all of you who just showed up, the channel's gotten a pretty nice sponsorship, actually. I did a short on it, but I haven't fully mentioned it yet. A company, and I don't remember the name of the company. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not using my phone to do this live, so I can actually look this shit up. How about that? Give me a second, so I can be accurate. Ava, that's not the name of the company. Built Hard? Is that the name of the company? Yeah, Built Hard USA. So Built Hard USA. Oh, you're never gonna be. Maybe. Yeah, check that out. They're sending me a free 2-post car lift to have on the channel for advertisement or whatever. So that's awesome because I never thought I'd get one of those. But I have no idea where I'm going to put it because it's not going to fit in the garage at all. So it's probably going in the backyard. As janky as that fucking sounds.
Could just cut out little notches in your roof.
Yeah. You think so?
The post through.
Well, so the lift they're sending me is like, I don't know, 10 feet or something wide, and it's 12 feet tall. It's a 10,000 pound lift. I'm going to try to sweet talk them into giving me the 11,000 pound lift. Not for the extra lifting capacity, but because that lift is only 9 feet tall instead of 12. So, thank you, Juan? Are you sure that don't have a small version? Well, like I said, I'm going to try to sweet talk him into giving me the 11,000-pound one because that's only 9 feet tall instead of 12 feet tall, which will help if I can get him to sweeten the deal on it. It's only like $200 more, I think. At $200 out of $2,500, I think they can probably, afford that. I mean, I am pretty famous, right?
Are you?
No, not at all, actually. Which is kind of awesome that I'm going to be getting a lift. So it's just a matter of how the hell am I going to plant it somewhere. It's going to be outside. I got nothing I can do about that. Put hoist in the basement and raise the car into your lounge room. That would be cool. That would work if I had a basement. I don't. Damn it. That would have been sweet. Check does nothing. Comment Dan. Oh, what does nothing say? Scroll up. Oh.
Well, you know what? We'll put it up there.
Hey,
for
there
everybody.
we go.
Hey,
I don't know anything about
almost
concrete
professional
companies
and shit.
up in Minnesota. Check with them and see if any of them use Cementex brand cement. It comes out of Tennessee and it's much higher quality. Much higher quality sounds much higher expensive. Although you're gonna have to scroll down so we can see new comments.
True.
Yeah, I'm thinking on doing this. Well, I'm gonna be pouring the slab myself. I think I gotta contact. You know what? Maybe I can go to Thompson's Concrete, which is right over here, and be like, hey, I'm a high-profile influencer, and I'm getting a free car lift, but I need a cement slab to be poured for the lift. You help me out. They would throw me out of that building in so many different ways. They would pull me back into the building just to throw me out again.
Yeah, pretty would too.
They would too.
Not much.
Not much more. I'm thinking of pouring just footings though. So it's going to be 4 feet by 4 feet by 1 foot deep on each side. And if I can afford it, I'll pour a middle slab, a 4-inch connector in between. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to afford this concrete as is. I didn't have financial plans on getting a lift, so it's not like I was saving up to install one or anything. Just a rough guess, the concrete pour is probably going to be about $500-600 if I had to guess, doing it myself. I am a slab expert. I did trail racing shotcrete quality assurance. Well, shit. Dean
A lot
approved.
of ready mix companies.
Here won't deliver less than 9 yards. Yeah. Parts Sicilian. Stuff those guys do with cement is epic. Truth. What's the chances you're gonna hop a boat to Minnesota up the Mississippi and come pour some concrete for me, Dean? I can pay you in chicken wings, smoked on his grill. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty neat. Well, I'll obviously be making videos on it. I think I've been kind of laying out where I want it. I think I want it directly behind the garage because I have plans in the future of extending the garage back a bit, building like another shop area and then connecting them together. So I might put it behind the garage so then I could pour the footings, right? Then eventually I can pour a slab over all of that, so then it will be a slab. And then I can build a structure over it eventually after that and just like I think it'll be the best place to put it. But I have a tree there, and the tree is overhanging a bunch of power lines right now. So I gotta take down the tree without destroying the city power and costing me even more money. So there's a lot of steps going into this. I barely have time to do anything as it is, so it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I float off anything, Darkside Dan. Nice. Slimo, excellent serving suggestion. Well done. Happy Kangaroo. Huh? Yeah. So, yeah, other than that, I don't know. I ain't got too much else going on. I was doing some stuff on my gun channel. New Guy's Gunsmoke. It's where I'm doing all my gun content.
Ooh, yeah. We'll be out tomorrow morning. Me and all the shitlets will be out with them.
Yeah, all the kiddos.
Probably be making a few video rallies.
Well, yeah, we probably should. This will fucking be there. That's true. Fucking out shooting. I want to see. I want to see your oldest boy shoot the Colt. Hopefully, you don't drop it. It's got some spicy rounds in her. My nice lukewarm spite. Nice. Yeah. You guys got some. Oh, shit. You know what? I can do that.
I can do that.
Fucking entertain the masses for a second.
Entertainment.
Yes, entertain.
With silence.
I'm glad I put you in
Kidding.
charge of this.
Kidding. What up, John? John Wheelborn here.
Whoa, John's here. What's up? What's up, John?
The link is in if anybody wants to join us.
That's true. Anyone who wants to join us.
Actually,
fucking
can join people in. Apparently, I was wasted the last time that happened.
Oh,
but
you were
pretty
beyond
sure.
wasted.
I'm pretty sure it happened.
Ha!
You posted the link.
No, I just made a comment. That's my new gun channel.
He's got a new gun channel.
Yeah, I do.
I got a conspiracy channel
Yes, you do.
and spooky crap, I guess.
Spooky shit.
I don't know what the first video is going to be. Like I'm playing Yahtzee with my aunt.
Oh man.
I'm such a wild man.
Oh. My kid is like magic at Yahtzee. Fucking she'll get like 2 Yahtzees in a row.
They are
That's fucking ridiculous.
nice.
Nice. John, how long were you in here? Did you hear about my new 2-post car lift that I'm getting?
Gun training live soon.
Hey,
Oh,
nice.
hey. When is that going to be? I'll tune in.
How was the weather for last night? Oh, over. Oh yeah, there was a big tornado shit going on, wasn't there? Down
In
south?
Missouri? I
Yeah, in Missouri there was tornadoes.
guess I haven't. There was like some
I think there was like 20-something people dead.
crap up here.
Yeah, there was a tornado up here in town.
Yeah. In town?
Well, over by Gull Lake.
Oh. Because it was a warning and not a watch. So
Yeah,
they
it was
spotted a tornado somewhere.
Yeah, sirens went off when I was going to go pick up the kid from school. I was driving over there. I am almost certain I saw the funnel cloud over to my left, over to the north.
Probably.
You know, at least your aunt won't lead you astray, John. My aunt, yeah. Fucking aunts. Tell you what. is
Once was a
literally.
man that turned his suit now, blowing outside the door.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, some random guy just walking by, sitting there, man ain't alive no more. So,
Fun old man, man, we on the door. Fun old man, liquid on the floor.
yeah, liquid on the. You still got to make that. So you've been going to be making that for like 3 years at this point.
No, well, I started, and then somebody broke my iPad.
It wasn't me.
I'm saying somebody,
Well,
one of the kids,
yeah.
footprint on it.
Damn.
Yes, I was. Yoda, I speak.
Footprint on my iPad.
We're going on here. What does it say?
What?
We know.
Yeah.
District.
John, we are having a $75 all-you-can-carry sale. You know, you pull apart your Memorial Day. Oh, man. That'd be sweet.
Hey. I like sales.
The wives of firefighters aren't quite people. Ask Battery Production. Damn.
I don't know, Thriller.
Thriller. I don't know if that's a acoustic guitar kind of song, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Is that Thriller?
No, it's Beat It.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that's the wrong one. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Juan. Oh, that's so hard. I got a guy I got a Vietnamese guy who works with me at work. His name is Long. so it's hard to. Every time I want to say Long, I say Juan. I call him Juan, and I call you Long. I almost called you Long. This is what means with open mics. Yeah, that's right. It'd be an even more open mic if somebody wanted to come on and join us. For however long we're doing this. Long. It's a tongue twister. It's hard to get those two straight sometimes. I already can't speak very well. Nice. Oh, yeah. I gotta make more content for my gun channel. But mostly all I've been doing is just blowing up.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing up meat and water jugs.
Yeah, that's all I do. I just blow up meat and water jugs. Well, I test out different loads in the Colt. My Colt.
We haven't had. We don't have a valid ballistics material
No.
yet. So
I actually think that the ribs and water jug test is a good test. Because so I have a pair of ribs on the front of the target, followed by 2-gallon jugs of water. I have 2 because if the front jug is like really blown up, but the second jug just has a hole in it, then you know its power was gone within that first jug. But if both jugs are completely blown up, then you know it carried its power throughout. And then the ribs, the meat target, the ribs on the front, the size of hole that is in it, really kind of gives you the story on what the hell it's going to do, right? I don't have any in here, actually. All I have are these 300 grain wide flat nose gas check bullets. This is 3.5 grains of W231 ball powder with 30 grains of 777 3F. It will sling this 300 grain bullet around 1,127 feet per second out of this revolver. I have been loading up 330 grain hollow points. They're pure lead. Actually, the guy uses them for not even actual. Oh shit, what is it? They're air bullets. So air rifles. He uses them in air rifles. So it's soft lead, so it expands really good at those low velocities. Well, I've been loading them up with 3 grains W231 and 25 grains of 777. I get these 330 grain bullets up to about 1025, 1050 feet per second, 1,050 feet per second. Those things expand to an inch wide circumference diameter. It knocks holes into those fucking meat ribs. It's unbelievable. Get a block of ballistic gel. They're like $99. Of course, I can melt them down and reform them, I guess, but that's a lot of effort. I don't know. It's a lot of effort to have to remelt the block every time I shoot it. It's just kind of where I can just go get 2 water jugs for like $3 and big explosion. It's good for the camera. Oh, Twisted Mopar, what's up? How's it going? What up, dude? What's up, man? Yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun blowing shit up, but now I gotta get back to doing car stuff. Doesn't how are you? Nice. Starting with Project XMC, because I'm going to be. I got a brand new main body to do testing with. So, Hot Rod's Garage, what's up? Stopping in for a minute. Hey, man. But yeah, so I got a new main body that we're going to be starting. This one will see fuel, so this is going to be an actual functional prototype.
You can only see it.
It's going to only see it. Yo, no. 6%. What's up?
What up? We're doing it live, yo.
Yeah, and Dozen on Specials fucking putting in the hours.
I'm not drunk.
Truth.
This time.
Yeah, this time.
Probably not next time either.
So I'm going to be sending it off pretty soon to a new flow testing guy. He's another YouTuber. We're going to be collaborating. He's got a flow bench and stuff. So he'll be making videos on it. I'll be making videos on it. Oh, Jody Peterson. Or Pearson. Yeah. Does the Mustang move under its own power? It can, just not very well. It's got some funky thing going on with the valve train. I don't know if my cheap Chinese rockers... No, not rockers. Cheap Chinese roller lifters. I don't know if those have crapped out on me because I haven't looked into it. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if I have a bent valve in the passenger side head. There's a clanging going on. It's misfiring. It's like it's not a dead miss, but it's like a consistent, rhythmic miss with RPM.
Oh no, 6. I'm drinking homemade peach tea.
Homemade peach tea. So what I really gotta do is I just gotta dig into it. I gotta possibly pull the intake off and take a look at those roller lifters, see if any of them are collapsed or not. I really don't want to take the head off because that's a whole lot of fucking work. But that's the only way I'm going to be able to find out if it's got a bent valve or something is if I pull the head off. Actually, I should just run a compression check on that whole bank just to see if there's any bad cylinder. Actually, I wonder if... I wonder if possibly it might have a head gasket leak between cylinders. Because that would cause some fluttery misfire. I don't know. Like I said, I just got to tear into it. I just haven't because I've been having too much fun blowing shit up with the gun and working on Project XMC and shit. And trying to figure out my new 2-post lift that I'm going to be getting. That's fiberglass. Ooh. Front end sucks, Dean. I'm glad it's over. Oh, fiberglass front end. I seen one on Facebook Marketplace. I was almost tempted to buy it. Whole piece, whole front piece for the Mustang. But I didn't. 6 over 100. Your awesomeness. Nice. It's been super busy with the boys' car, trying to get it in paint. Also working on my Dart Sport. Nice.
Winner takes all.
Winner takes all. That's damn straight. Yeah.
Winner takes all.
It's the thrill
of one more
Yeah.
kill.
Gotta split. Have fun, boys. Later, 6.
Take her easy, man.
Fucking Discord us sometime so we know what's happening with you. Yeah, winner takes all. That's right. Yeah, I'm really excited about getting back to work on the carburetor stuff.
I noticed.
I think it's fun. It's fun modifying the old crappy shit to try to make it better. And it will be fun to actually see it on a running engine this time, because the last main body we did was only for airflow. Now we're going to take everything we learned from that main body, do it to this one, but better, more efficiently, and with a few more other things sprinkled in. And it's actually going to be able to be ran on a vehicle. So, and as we go, like progressively, we can put it together, run it, see how it responds, take it apart, modify some more shit, flow test it, put it on a vehicle, run it. So it'll be pretty interesting that way. Especially all my booster modifications I'm going to do. I'm going to take the down legs. Well, all right. First, it's got strike legs boosters in it. I'm going to pop those out and put down legs in it. After we flow test that, then I'm going to pop them out again. I'm going to relocate the down legs below the Venturi and see what that does. I think having the boosters below the Venturi, just slightly below instead of slightly above, will actually do quite a bit. Is my theory anyway, but there's only one way to find out. What do you guys think?
It's not just a theory. It's a car theory.
It's a car theory. Oh yeah, I could totally just fucking steal that line.
Oh, yeah.
Just plagiarize the fuck out of that.
Not just a theory.
It's not just a
It's
theory.
a film theory.
It's a fucking NGG
Okay.
theory. An NGG theory. That almost rhymes. And you got the
Almost.
slide whistle. Why didn't you slide whistle when 6% was in
Didn't
here?
even
You
think
fucking
about it.
missed it.
Didn't even
He's
think
been
about
talking about a slide whistle for a year almost. That's beautiful, actually. It's really good. You've been practicing?
A little bit, yeah.
That's,
Just come down here and just
it's
slide it on up.
It's
slide
paid
it
off.
on down.
I gotta tell you, it's paid off. Your efforts were not in vain. That's almost like
The little flutist boy.
fucking Saint Trinot, yeah. That's pretty much everything I got going on.
Whistle.
Oh my god, are you gonna make that?
Little son of a bitch. Just my slide whistle.
Fucking missing slide whistle. That's a good music video right there. Should start making music videos. We should just go out there and start recording fucking videos to go along with the songs. That'd be hilarious. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
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 Should
Pretty
be a
sweet.
good one about me breaking the fuck down.
Yeah. Broke the fuck down. Sorry we didn't make it to your town. Oh.
No, that's it. There we go. As we brought the fire down, could not make it to the town. As we brought the fire down.
Yes. Well, we made it the second time. Took a plane. So what is all
We flow there.
Yeah, we flown there. We didn't just flow there.
Yeah, we flow there.
We flowed there like Puddle Man.
Yeah.
Flows out the fucking doorstep. What do you guys got going on? Well, I suppose you have already been telling us what you got going on, haven't you? Been reading your comments. It's pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
buddy. Links at the top. Anybody
Yeah,
want to
that's true.
join?
Anyone wants to come in?
Come on in. More the merrier. I know that's weird. We never had guests. Well, we tried in the past.
Yeah, we tried with
But
pickle.
we have some antiquated equipment now. We can handle guests.
We have antiquated equipment now.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't have good equipment, but antiquated ones. Well, gotta run. Have fun, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Hot Rod.
Have a good one.
Catch you later. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, none of you can notice this, but I got stuck with the wooden chair, and you've got
Good.
this nice, cushy, comfy,
I
padded.
don't know how comfortable it is, but it's better than the wooden one.
It's better than the wooden one, I'll tell you that.
Hey, I just wanted you to move over. I didn't say get out of the chair.
I mean, well, you did last time. Of course, you were drunk then.
I was wasted. Yeah,
You-
I don't know. I didn't remember half of that.
You kicked me out of the chair. You stole my drink. Spilled half of it on me. And yourself, the other half.
That's why I was all wet.
Yeah. You literally handed it to me. I took one sip and then you took the rest.
I'm your older brother. I gotta watch out for you. You gotta drive home. You can't drink all that.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna try logging.
I'm gonna try. What's he doing? Logging into the live. I'm picking up my daughter. Oh, nice.
Okay. Cool.
My daughter's upstairs. I've stopped picking her up because she's too heavy. I have an S10 with a finicky LS with a carburetor. Oh man, LS carbureted. I almost went that route with my Cutlass back when I had it. Before it was either that or what I ended up doing was building a 406 small block Chevy. What's finicky about it? No matter what the timing is, it will diesel on shutoff at times, and when it's cold out, it's hard starting. It runs great besides that. Huh. What's well, they might be they're two problems, but they might not be directly influencing each other. Is it just a stock LS, or what's the compression ratio on it? You're not running too low of octane in it, are you? Because that'll diesel it. Otherwise, have you tried putting a different carburetor on it and seeing if it does the exact same thing? It might be a carburetor tuning issue. Kind of unlikely on that one, but if you have a second one, might as well just toss it out and see if it does anything. Gosh, I don't know. It wouldn't be an intake distribution issue. Whatever it is that's happening in the combustion chamber to have it dieseling. hot spot somewhere or something. Okay.
I'll be
Just
back.
Give that. Okay. Gotta run. I may be back in a few. All right. Sounds good. I'm the gun and or car guy. I don't know why why he handed me a guitar. I don't even know how to use this fucking thing. That's the only thing I know how to do. Ghost Rider. Dougster, what's up, Doug? What's going on, man? I no longer have fear because the Doug is here. That's probably why I was able to play guitar, because you popped in for 1 second. It's an aluminum block 5.3 with a Summit Stage 1 cam. I need to try a different carb for sure. Single plane intake, I'm sure it isn't helping starting issue. Yeah, the starting issue is probably carburetor tuning. Well, yeah, probably carburetor tuning. But the dieseling is kind of a... I wouldn't think carburetor tuning would have anything to do with the dieseling. The dieseling is really kind of a hot spot in your... What heat range of spark plugs are you using? I mean, if you're using too hot of a spark plug, that could potentially cause dieseling on shutoff. Yeah, I would, if I had to guess, I would say that the dieseling problem and the hard starting problem, they could be related in the same problem, but I'm thinking they might be just two different problems occurring at the same time because of two different things. That's really cool, Dan. Nice. Oh, we has a home on the range coming in. Add the stage. What's up? Windshield wipers. It's not even raining. Oh, we have a car driving. We're going on a journey. I don't know where it's going. Stock spark plugs. Huh. Yeah, we're going on a journey. You see that?
What up, Journey?
What's up?
Dougster. Howdy doody. I am drinking peach tea tonight, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's how you do it.
What's up,
I
buddy?
used to be able to know how to play things.
What are you playing?
Hell's Bells. I used to be able to play that. Not anymore. I just want to know where we're going. We're going on an adventure. We're going back to the range. That's where our home is. I can tell because it says home on the range right fucking there. Tommy, Dougster, why don't you come on in? Too much. We don't want copyright strike. I am actually monetized.
I'm rolling thunder and pouring rain.
That's interesting. I didn't know that about you.
Coming on like a hurricane.
I mean, pouring thunder or pouring rain and rolling thunder do happen.
White lightning's flashing across the sky.
That's just what happens during a thunderstorm.
Rolling up, but you're gonna die.
That's a threat, I think, actually. That might be a good video idea. You just take fucking songs and you just do commentary over the song. People might find that funny.
We should set up like Beavis and Butthead and watch music videos like Kanye West and shit.
I'm fucking just fucking watching videos.
Like,
Yeah.
this guy sucks.
You fucking smashed Chris Rock.
Yeah. Do it again. I am the great Cornholio.
We have. Oh wait, no. We need action music. We need car chase music because that's what he's doing.
What is car chase?
We need action car chasing theme.
What is that?
It's actiony.
Give me something to go by.
It's da 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 da. I don't know. Fucking do that. Oh yeah, eastbound and down. There you go. Hey, Neverboard, what's up?
How about
I like how he started the action music just as he works. What's up, everybody? Only got a few minutes. That's fine. Appreciate you coming in anyway.
Ride the tiger. Can see his stretch. You know he's clean.
He didn't like your song at all. He thought that's nice. Oh.
Holy diver. He been gone too long in the midnight sea. Oh, it's becoming a me.
I don't even know that song.
no? You're a holy diver?
Maybe if I heard the actual version, maybe I'd recognize it. But I don't recognize your feeble attempt at it.
Yeah, well, it's a rock song.
Okay.
I can't play it.
Well, you have an acoustic.
An
guitar.
acoustic?
An acoustic.
I have an acoustic.
You need a boot. Oh, we have a Dougster.
Singing that. So, yeah, I'm not a singster, so. But we do have a Dougster.
Reach for the morning with the this and the that and the dark parade. Why do you look so afraid? Gotta get away. Get away. Hold it down. Yeah. Ba-da-da.
What's up, Doug?
He knows holy diver.
Yeah, he knows it. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like
Ronnie.
a fool now.
James. Motherfucking Dio, okay?
I'm actually tired from that.
What you drinking there, Doug?
I'm drinking the Pepsi Cola.
Nice. I got me a nice lukewarm can of Spite.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
He crossed up
Coca-Cola's
the
second brand after Coke. That was Sprite. So that's the second oldest in their repertoire.
Well, this isn't a Sprite. It's a Spite. As you can
Oh,
see.
I understand the. I understand the.
yeah. Pepsi hasn't sponsored my channel, so I'm not going to sponsor their beverage.
Okay. Well, you know, seeming that Pepsi for me is a family affair. So, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't an ice cold Pepsi sound good right now?
Maybe.
But then I have an idea.
What's your idea?
We are going to make NGG headquarters the home shop badass.
Really?
Yes.
How are we
You're
going
gonna raise the roof, raise the roof, raise the roof.
that would destroy the entire unstable, unstructurally sounded, half-decayed walls of the garage.
then we completely replace them with taller ones. Perfect.
I understand this, but that requires more money than I have. Wait, I could sell the lift to afford to raise the roof on the garage to put the lift in.
Well, you're still going to have a pad, and I don't think you've got enough concrete. You got to have 4 inches of concrete.
Oh no, I got to pour a pad. I mean that. Yeah, no.
Right.
Well, no, I'm going to pour footings, not a pad, because I can't afford to pour a slab because I am too financially inept for that. But I might be able to afford to pour footings, 4 foot by 4 foot by 1 foot.
If you could probably get into a pad's worth of concrete for about, it's going to be at least $1,000 in material.
I'm looking to knock that down to at least $500-600.
But if you and all your homies come over, set the forums, get everything ready, do all the excavation work yourself, and do a good job, then it's all you've got for labor cost is steak, beer, and icy hot.
Well,
so $1,000, and then you lay yourself a pad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably buy the bags and pour it myself. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a truck.
Okay. If you are going to do that, there's actually a hand mixer. Now you can rent the mixer or you can buy an old mixer, but there's the extremely manual way, and a friend of mine did it, and it actually had pretty good results. It basically looks like an igloo cooler, and you dump a bag of cement in it, you dump your water in it, and then you roll it across the yard, and it mixes, and then pour it. He poured a whole patio doing it that way.
Nice.
Dang.
Right.
I mean, he's laid down. Each of his slabs were 4 feet by 4 feet, squares.
That's what I'm planning on doing. 4 feet by 4 feet by 1 foot deep.
Okay. Foot thick? Wow. Yeah, you could totally do that. It's just going to be a lot more. You could probably go find an old gas-powered cement mixer on Craigslist and go throw a couple parts at it and make it mix your cement and then sell the thing when you're done with it.
Yeah. Or I can do it in an old fucking wheelbarrow with a shovel.
Right?
just
I read this whole article just last night on why Roman concrete is so much better than any other concrete, because there's a dome built by the Romans that is 2,000 years old, and it's unfortified. It doesn't have any rebar or anything inside it.
I took your wheelbarrow back home.
And they were talking about the process that they used, and they were hot mixing their concrete and then using lime in it, and then it makes a self-healing concrete. So it's got chunks, lime flecks inside, distributed across the cement. So when a fine crack comes in and it exposes a lime pocket, the lime pocket is able to react with the water and makes itself a glue and then repairs itself.
I made myself a glue once.
You made yourself a glue once?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then
Did you drink it in art class when you were in 4th grade? No, I'm sorry, kindergarten.
Did you drink glue back when you were in kindergarten? Oh, shit.
We always had every class had that one guy. My lady's here. Hey, babe, do you remember the kid that would eat glue in class? You remember the kid that would eat glue in your class? You don't remember that kid? I do.
Yeah.
One kid liked to drink Elmer's glue. The other one would eat glue sticks. And neither of those were me.
That's just nasty.
I had one guy shoving sticks up his nose.
Yeah, Neverboard. What's up,
What up?
Neverboard?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just got back from kid's birthday party down by Lansing. So
Nice. That's a pretty decent drive for you, isn't it? Hour?
a couple hours each way.
Yeah. It's okay.
But didn't have to work today, so that was also a bonus. So
That's always nice.
right?
Yeah, I got today and tomorrow off. It's pretty nice.
Holy wow.
I had to
Same
work.
here.
So we had a pretty big storm the other night. Frank can talk about it. And the storm come through and it knocked a tree down across the road from my house, but it fell on the power line that's responsible, that comes off of the main to feed me and 2 other neighbors. So it whacked our power out. And yeah, the tree was actually pretty big. Other than that, I guess to the south of me, a tornado had touched down nearby in the town I live in, but it wasn't near here. All it did was knock down the tree. So that was kind of scary.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, we didn't really get any hail. It was just kind of some hard rain here and there. A lot
Hard
of
rain.
lightning, you know.
Didn't get any hail
left
either.
light show. But
2004.
mist is pretty good. So
It was only like, I'd say maybe 10 minutes worth of rain, but I'll tell you what, it was a hell of a lot of rain in 10 minutes.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was working at a bird seed place where they make like different bird seeds and package them crap.
Mhm.
Yeah, just everything like bird related.
You were checking traps there.
Yeah, I'm checking traps.
Right. Was
Filling
the
up
brand Birdola?
I can't remember what brands were. It was
Okay.
a couple different ones.
Because there used to be Birdola here in Michigan, in West Michigan. And I knew it went away. I was just wondering if it was them. And they would make those little sweat cakes for birds. For an anniversary, they made one that was 2,000 pounds and they left it in a park. Yeah, it looked like a tombstone. And the bird decimated that.
But I had to go out to my car,
Anymore.
grab some stuff, and it wasn't until I walked outside that it started raining, and didn't just start raining; it was hail, everything.
Right.
And I had 40 feet to walk over to the car, and there's like a bunch of Spanish people working there.
That's a nice way to put it.
I don't want to be politically correct, but they were all like hiding, and I just walk out there, and then when I walk back in, like everybody, I don't know, they're looking at me like, God, he's like some sort of badass or something.
Well, I don't think they get much rain where they.
You walked on water, man.
No, it wasn't. It was like the hail. Luckily, I had my hard hat on, so it was just like kind of tink, 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 tink off my hard hat. I
Always
literally
prepared.
got so.
Was prepared.
So many years ago, one Labor Day, I used to go down to a friend of mine's property down by the state line, almost to Indiana. And one Labor Day, the storm had come in and it was hailing pretty bad, and it was sending down chunks of ice. They looked like hotel freezer ice, if you don't talk about the disc with the quarter dome on it. That's exactly what the hail looked like. And my friend Ron was in a really good mood. He was drinking hard and then sat out in the sun too long and got sunsick. So he was drunk and sunsick all at the same time. And he augured in that like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so we put him to bed in his tent, or just to sleep it off. And we go about our business. Well, the storm rolls in and we're all under cover. And then we realize that poor Ron's tent door's still open and it's going to rain in on him. So my friend Tom, who's across camp, all of a sudden he goes, F it! I love the rain! Here he comes, booking it across, getting pelted by the everything just to zip up Ron's tent and go back. He had 3 bruises on his arm from where he got pelted. One of them, he's going, woo! Ow! Yeah, that stuff looked like hotel freezer ice fell from the sky.
God damn.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound as fun as he made it sound. It was.
Well, it really sucked at the time, and not to mention, we're also in white canvas lodges, so we're not even in modern camping tents. I'm in, I had a wall tent at one time, and a lot of guys have teepees and stuff. A single pole teepee looking one. And are we looking at his finger? Yes, we are. Look, a kiwi finger. So yeah, that's even worse. So poor Ron. Yeah, we actually ended up shoveling up ice and putting it in our coolers. There was that much hail.
That sounds
Good
convenient.
stuff.
You should have just thrown your cooler out there with the lid open. It would have filled itself.
Yeah, true. The cool thing is everything's hidden.
Go
Like
back.
if I had my coolers properly disguised, it would look like a wooden box. You wouldn't even know that that's a cooler. We just hide everything.
If you're drinking at work.
Yeah, for drinking at work.
What? No, this is a wooden chest. This isn't a cooler full of beer.
I worked with a guy. He was a manager at a Burger King. He seriously thought that he was in stealth mode. He would chew minty gum all day, and then he would drink Sprite and peppermint schnapps all day. And he thought that nobody could tell. He stunk like a fucking ethanol still.
Oh,
You could smell it on him. It wasn't the minty gum. He thought, he just reeked of booze. You could tell that he was bombed.
that's this one thing. Like if anybody like walks around me and they've been like had like a beer or anything above that, like I can smell it off of them.
Oh yeah.
You always knew when they come off lunch break and they smell like Bod body spray or Axe body spray. They're hiding something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
From Dad being an alcoholic all those years, like
Yeah.
I worked with a guy. He worked in our office doing outbound planner. He sat at the desk, dealt with truckers, and then gave us the trailers to load out. And then if he smoked a lot of weed, and if he didn't get out and have his break, he would start to make errors. I am dead serious. He would start to mess up to the point where you'd say to him, "Isn't it time for you to go do a yard check?" Wink. Yes, I do need to go do a yard check. He would go out and do a yard check and come back. Now he looks like frickin' Tommy Chong. Dude, he's on the money for the rest of the night.
Well, that's kind of like Dad. I mean, Dad's a hell of a fucking driver. I don't know how we didn't die. Alcoholic, road rage beyond belief in the Mustang, and me just being a kid. I mean, he would pull off some stunts that I straight out of Dukes of Hazzard in that car. And I'd just be there like, I don't think he meant to pass you, Dad.
Right?
like somebody, oh no, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, he got behind that car. He was fucking Steve McQueen. He could fucking we were up. I remember one time we were going like a bat out of hell, fucking on this road. We were coming up a hill, and then when we got to the top of the hill, we noticed there was a car at the bottom of the hill, just parked there. And he's like, "Oh shit, we couldn't go around him because motherfucker was turning." So he had to go around him, about 80, 100 miles an hour on the side in the dirt. As soon as the wheels hit the dirt, the car went sideways. So we're flying down the fucking highway sideways about 80 miles an hour. And there's a little patch of little patch of road jutting out into the dirt coming up. If we were about to hit that, we would have went right over. But luckily, the rear tires scooted out of the road just enough to up on two wheels and come bashing down. I think that sobered him up real quick. And I was just there like, are we still?
Wow.
He never crashed a car like ever. When I was born to when he relapsed that one time. Because when
Yeah.
Grandma was going through all her shit, he started kind of drinking again a little bit here and there,
Yep.
and
Yeah, the stress got to him and he needed a release.
ended up
Yeah.
putting the Mustang in the ditch. That
Yeah.
was never done that before.
No, he never crashed before.
And he is, because there was a state trooper like a mile down the road before our older brother's friend found him.
Yeah.
Took him out, like just got him out of the car, got him into his big rig, and then drove him home. And then I got a call, like my wife called me. I was at work. He's like, your dad put the Mustang in the ditch. He's here now. He's drunk. I'm like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my way home.
Can't believe Mustang was totally fine though. Not a
And
scratch
roller
on
and
it.
like it just must have went into the ditch and couldn't get out and then fell asleep or something.
Yeah.
They don't build them like they used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, that car's got a lot of sentimental value. And
I swear if
Long
I get
time.
in my car and shut the door hard enough, it'll start acting up.
yeah. We've never been pulled over in the Mustang though. All the stupid shenanigans that I've done, never
Mom
once.
has.
Oh, yeah, Mom's the only one who ever got pulled over in that car.
Ran a stop sign.
Yeah, ran a stop sign right in front of the police station. Literally, the police station right here, stop sign right here. She runs it.
First thing the cop says is, what would your husband say if he's you're running in his car?
Yeah, she played down. Oh, well, how long has that stop sign been there? Longer than either one of us has been alive.
Not all of it was glue. Yeah, you if you're gonna eat glue, you want to stick with the the Elmer's name brand.
Yeah,
You don't want to eat none of that Fredericks or whatever it is.
Off-brand glue. It might be stuff in there not good for you. You never know.
Only the finest animal fat gets made into glue.
That's right.
It's not vegan friendly.
Hide glue. It's the best
You
shit.
guys ever heard of 1,001 uses for a pig?
No.
They actually took a pig carcass and gave it a serial number, and they traced everything that one carcass was used in, and it was literally used in 1,001 different products.
I believe it.
Yeah.
It was the bone ash was made to use train brakes. The gelatin, it makes Jello, makes nougat. Pig's blood makes cigarette filters. Cigarette makes pearlescent paint, or pig's blood makes pearlescent paint. Pig's blood or fat, makes pearlescent paint. Pig fat also gives shampoo that pearlescent look to it. Yeah, basically the only thing that they don't waste on a pig is the squeal. Matches, all sorts of stuff. It's amazing how versatile a pig is.
Doug just knows too much.
No, he knows just the right amount of things.
He knows he's a jack of all trades.
Master of none.
Everything.
When I'm in my wheelhouse, I'm good. When I don't know, I'm man enough to admit it.
Where there's a Will, there's a Will. Doug knows a guy named Will. So
I know a guy named Will.
yeah, he knows a guy named Will.
Yeah, his
No,
name's
man.
probably Bill, right?
Where there's a will, there might be a way.
Actually, yeah, Bill, the guy. Oh, guys, I got a guy around here. His name's Bill, and the dude is something else. He is a hard partying dude, a hard working dude. He's red as a carrot and got more freckles than you could ever shake a stick at. Him and all his brothers all look the same, all freckled up. This guy is one of those guys that he's handy in all sorts of different ways, and he never has had a real job, but he's always working. And he knows guys in construction, so on and so forth, and is always, hey, if you're not busy on these days, these guys need a hand doing this and that. All right, I'll be there. What time? This time. The address? Here. Gotcha. So he gets hired as a shovel operator, literally a shovel for the day. Guy with a backhoe excavator is going to be cleaning out around this, whatever, and Bill's got to dig it out. So old Bill is the guy's led a wild life. He is a hard partying dude, and he tells the best stories. And he wins a whole team crew over in a day. He's just a real personable guy. I know exactly what he was doing. He was telling one of his stories, and he's leaned up against the mast of the excavator, and the guy's next to power lines. And Bill's got his attention, telling him a great story. The mast comes over and it touches that power line, and Bill gets thrown 10 feet away from it. There's an imprint of where his hand was on the mast. Bill gets up. Everyone runs over. Are you okay? And Bill goes, whew, I'm fine. Wow, I'm going to go on break. And he goes into the backyard under a shade tree and has a smoke. Well, somebody had seen it and calls the ambulance. So Bill's fine. He's sitting in the backyard having a cigarette. So the rest of the crew sees the ambulance come, and here come 2 ambulance drivers. And they say, he's in the backyard smoking. He's in the backyard smoking. And so they really push hard around the house. And there's Bill having a Marlboro going, where the hell were you guys? And they're like, okay, come on, you need to come with us. You're going to the hospital. And he's like, you guys can kick rocks. I ain't going nowhere. I'm fine. I'm fine. No, sir, you need to come to the hospital. You guys can go, go suck a bag. No. They're like, sir, every muscle in your body is going to cramp at the same time. You don't come with us, you're going to be in the most excruciating pain you've ever had in your life. He goes, I'm coming with you guys.
It's like, it sounds like you're going to hook me up with some good shit. All right.
He was hooked up with exactly. And that was what Bill was all about. He's like, sounds good to me.
There was nothing like that when I got fucking electrocuted.
Like, wait. You didn't say there was going to be a party.
Oh, right. Oh, exactly. Oh, good time. Sure.
I got 240 electrocuted. My thumb.
Yeah.
Then I come to, despite what anybody might think, like that does not fill you full of energy. Like, no, you just want to like sleep afterwards.
240 hurts. 110 makes you mad.
I got
110 don't hurt you. It just bites you and makes you mad. We had a guy. I used to work at I worked a shipping dock at a steel slitting service, and one of the maintenance guys was doing something stupid, and he had a wristwatch with a metal band on it, one of those expandable metal bands, and he reached into a machine live that 483 phase, and he took 483 phase, and it went in here at the bottom of his wrist. That's where his entrance wound was, and it blew out all the tips of his toes on his right foot, right at the very tip. They all were blown out for where the current went through him. He lived.
I did it at work with a TIG welder. TIG welders that we had, you could run off 483 phase.
Yep.
480 single phase.
Okay.
Or they would run all the way down on 110. Well, my dumbass took a 110 regular outlet and hooked it up so it was a 110 because it automatically will convert itself.
Okay.
Well, my dumbass, I stuck the ground on the hot, so the ground was hot, 277. The welder wouldn't work. And I stuck my hand on the welder, and I stuck my hand on this piece of equipment to set myself down so I could look at the screen.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It
was a few seconds, like someone just doing this to you.
Well,
the next day, I had purple fucking streaks down my arm, into my other arm, and it was just like this. After that, I was
realized that your heart was in jeopardy right there because you made the circuit.
Oh, yeah. But it wasn't enough to where, like, it was going to kill you, but it was enough that it hurt me pretty good. And after
I was about to say, it got your attention.
Oh, yeah. So now I'm pretty careful on what I do. So
I was looking up like people that have gotten like electrocuted with the 240, and I guess I'm lucky to have all my digits. 'Cause
Exactly.
Finger or something.
Yeah.
They're like, well, do you want to? Are you okay to drive home? Like, nah, I'm just tired. I'm fine.
Right.
usually for me, it's I can feel it in my chest when I'm trying to breathe. It's just enough you feel it, like someone punches you, and then I'm usually good. But I haven't had it that bad since that day. So
The worst thing I ever got electrically was a Wisconsin 4-cylinder engine for it was a generator with a Wisconsin 4 on it, and it has a magneto on it, and one of the plug wires was bad coming right off the mag, and I just happened to step back, and I come into contact with that thing running. I got bit on the ankle by a mag. That hurt.
Oof.
That hurt bad. Actually, I got like 3 or 4 before I finally stepped away.
If you are getting electrocuted by your guitar, Juan, the amp is not grounded properly.
Yeah, there's a story I heard of a guy. They were, a band was playing on right on the lake, and the guitarist, all plugged in, was going to go stand in the lake, and then the minute his toes touched water, he was done.
The singer of the Yardbirds, he went up to like sing on his microphone, and his lips touched the microphone, and it was in the studio, so you'd imagine everything be hooked up properly, but
Right.
it wasn't grounded and killed him.
Wow.
Really?
Went straight to his brain.
Yeah, the Yardbirds had a lot of talent go through there. Jimmy Page was always part of it.
Well, it started with Clapton, and then back and then Page.
Yeah, Page.
Pretty much
Fresh Garbage was their big hit.
into Led Zeppelin. Because the
Led Zeppelin.
The first ever Led Zeppelin concert was under the names the New Yardbirds.
The New Yardbirds, yes.
And then they changed it to Led Zeppelin after that. There's another concert where they play under an assumed name because they were banned there or something, or so yeah. You remember that they played under some other name because they.
You know a lot about Zeppelin. Very good. Have you read the book Hammer of the Gods?
Mm-mm.
You should.
Yeah, can't read.
In the middle of it, there's a bunch of cool pictures, so at least get it for the pictures. But it's just a paperback book, and it's only a
I
couple.
can get into that. Yeah.
I'll look at that.
But yeah, it's all about the history of the Yardbirds, and it takes you all the way from the inception of the Yardbirds all the way through till 1980 when John Bonham dies from drinking like 16 quadruple vodka screwdrivers.
Then vomiting and choking on it.
And then vomiting and drowning in his own. Yeah.
Same
And he
Hendrix
he
died.
missed his family something terrible, and that's one of the reasons why he drank. So he was a hard drinking man anyway, because of his family were bricklayers, so he was a horse to begin with, and then he played drums on top of that. So he came from a hard drinking family. As a matter of fact, in the early days, if you wanted a message to get to Bonham, you sent it to the 3 Men in a Boat bar. You just sent mail to the bar because you know he would get it.
You knew he'd be there.
All right, yeah. You're like, well, it's after 3 o'clock. You better go to the 3 Men in a Boat if you need to talk to John.
That's where Lemmy's P.O. box was. It was just some bar that he
Exactly.
lived
The Rainbow. Yeah. Had his seat. He liked the trivia. He liked the little poker machine and whatever. Yeah. Had the same apartment for forever.
That was almost
Tiny
me last
little
live
apartment.
stream.
Yeah,
You could have went down like a legend.
could have. Not being a legend, going down like one. I don't know.
Old Henry Rollins tells some great Lemmy stories, and Lemmy one day, just out of pure friendship, comes up and he hands him a special sword that is bent, and he goes, "Here, I want you to have this." And he goes, "What is it?" And he goes, "It's a Moroccan sword from, it's over 100 years old, and because you're my friend, I want you to have it." And sounds to me like another story. He was doing something for charity, and he called all his musician buddies, and everyone gave him a bunch of excuses. Nobody really wanted to play. Calls Lemmy. Lemmy's like, "Come get me. Let's do this." So he's like, I had to hard sell a bunch of people to get them to go, and yet here Lemmy says at the stroke of a hat, "Let's do it." All right. So he goes and picks him up, and he goes, "Why'd you say yes so readily?" He goes, "You're my friend. You asked me for help. What am I supposed to do?"
Mm-hmm.
Cool, huh?
The story of the first time Dave Grohl met him.
Yeah.
He's in the bar and he notices him and he's like scared. He doesn't want to approach him.
Right.
But he's just like quietly like, "Hey, I'm a really big fan." And then he turns to him and he's like, "I'm sorry about your friend."
Sorry about your friend. Yes. Yeah. Knew who he was, knew who his trials and tribulations, and talked about that instantly. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, in Little Richard, they had the love for Little Richard.
Who doesn't? I mean, Little Richard. Yeah, I love the guy.
Yeah.
The mustache was always too perfect, wasn't it, guys? Be right back.
I don't know how I feel. He kicked the best guitar player ever out of his band.
By being better or just because?
No, because he was outstaging him.
Oh.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix worked for
With
Little Richard for just a little
bunch
while.
of-
Little Richard was big on punishing people by fining them, and basically you'd work a night for free. And then old Jimmy finally had enough and slammed a door in old Little Richard's face.
Damn.
Yeah.
Consistently is like trying to do stuff, and he's like, "No, you can't do that. Don't play the guitar behind your back. This is about me, not you."
Yep.
Jesus.
He had
Very
LSD,
good,
he had
Tom.
Singer disease.
Even to this day, he's like, "I wish they would have let me go to his funeral at least."
Yeah, I don't know shit about music, so.
Yeah, you and me both. You just smile and nod when they're
Yep,
Yes.
I'm listening.
Act
Right.
like you kind of understand what they're talking
I
about.
think I know that person. Yeah.
I've heard that name before.
It's like, oh shit, didn't realize that. Yeah, no,
Right.
no.
People,
All that happened. At
Yeah.
the same
Here goes
time.
10 minutes of my life I ain't gonna remember, but
Right. You never know, though. Something you might have learned tonight from me or Tom. Someday, when you're at that bar doing trivia, and all of a sudden you know the answer to the question, you're like, "Wow, I was told this by Tom." So you look like a hero. It was all
I
thanks to
remember
Tom.
something about
Tonight.
yeah.
It's B.
It's fucking B.
Oh my God, you're right.
How did you know that?
No, what would actually happen is like, I know this one. Tom told it's B. No, it was A. That
Wrong.
motherfucker
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Tom didn't know shit.
I've been waiting 26 years.
Finally.
I finally find a situation to where that fucking dribble actually applied, and turns out the dribble was fucking wrong to begin with.
Oh, we got the whistle back.
Hey, he got a new one. Brand spanking
Blue
new.
this time.
Oh, it's blue.
Manly colors.
No, wait a minute. Is this one going to be under lock and key so the kids don't make off
Yes.
with it yet again?
Yes, it is. Has its own case locked. Case is locked to the cement floor.
Holy crap.
They will not find or touch this slide whistle.
I actually had a guy that was bitching about his roommates stealing all his stuff, and I said, make yourself a strong box out of steel plate. And I sketched it out, and he actually wanted me to build it for him until I finally actually got steel prices, everything, and yeah, we can weld it up for this. Oh, wow, that's too expensive. I don't. And then he's like, it's 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. And I'm like, yeah. And it all stacks together so you can leave your shit in it and just put a padlock on the top of it. No. When it actually come down to price.
I just put a bunch of signs out in my front yard, and if anybody trespasses,
Yeah.
leave
Trespassers shall be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Got a big hole out back, needs filled. So
This property is protected by high voltage and a man with a shotgun 3 nights a week. You guessed the nights.
Fucking, you picked the wrong day. I need filler for my fucking concrete footings, asshole. I'm about to save me some money.
this is Michigan. There's deer all over on the expressway. Just grab one, throw it on top. Anybody digs it up, they'll hit the deer first, and you're good.
Yep.
Or you can get a plastic PVC bin, right? Throw them in that and dissolve them with lye.
Okay.
I just do a
Breaking Bad.
barrel
No, lye will dissolve a whole body and leave no trace.
Well,
But I mean, there will be a barrel with a bunch of goo in it, but it won't be traceable to anything. Like there will be no DNA left.
so they'll know you dissolved the body, but they won't know who.
And that was our macabre portion of the
Yeah.
show. All right, everybody. Who wants to play tic-tac-toe?
Allegedly.
Trespassers will be prostitutes. Fucking don't go out to fucking DNS's place. We'll fucking make some money off you.
Trespassers will be prostituted.
We'll straight up put you to work.
You mean prosecuted, right? No, I don't.
No, sir.
Read the sign.
Can't read.
As a matter of fact, that's the same sign that fucking made you wander in here.
I can't read. Sounds like a skill issue to me. Ugh.
That probably keeps the people away, I think. That's right.
Just put a sign out.
So your old shop is in pretty poor condition, Dan?
Oh yeah, I mean it's I don't know how old the garage
I
is.
don't know if
It's
you put it on
probably
shop, but
the garage has to almost be 90 something years old, 80 years old or so.
Okay.
older than the
Um,
house.
I was going to suggest if it was still viable, then you just extend the wall up, 3
Yeah,
feet.
well, half of the studs are rotten off. So what they did was they took this old dilapidated garage and they stuck it on top of a pre-existing slab. But the
Okay.
slab was smaller than the garage, so only one side of it actually was touching concrete. The rest.
Oh, and everywhere touching the dirt is rotted away from the moisture.
So I dug all the dirt out of it and I just put Quickcrete in it just to try to seal it. But it's like all the studs are like halfway rotten up the walls, and it like if I was to structurally move the thing in any direction, I would just have to start over.
You
Need
could
one of those
raise
cheap
the
metal
whole thing.
garages.
You can raise the whole thing up, pour yourself a proper pad where the pad needs to be, and then extend your walls, repair everything, extend the walls down, and set it all back down.
That sounds like a whole lot more than
I know it's a whole lot of work,
$500 venture.
but it can be done.
I mean, I'm sure it could be done.
Instead of raising the roof, raise
Lower
the whole
the floor.
garage.
Lower the floor.
Yeah, just lift the whole thing up.
Just
and build
make the driveway
something under it.
Yeah.
ramp downward.
Yeah.
Too bad it wasn't a
So
drive
that
on.
way you can have a lake that you can
Yeah,
work
that
in.
way I can have a pond. in the garage.
Well,
We're gonna go submerge our car.
back.
Huh?
There's a pond like way out back.
Well, yeah, way out back. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it's a
dig it
little
out,
swell.
and then when you're digging it out, run a hose out to there with a pump on the end of it.
Yeah,
And you
that's,
just flip on a pump and drain the swamp.
that's what I want to do. Just have a pump constantly going so my car doesn't flood with water. No,
Yeah,
I
but having to depend on a
think-
sump pump all the time sucks.
Yeah, I think what I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna pour the footings behind. I'm gonna cut down the tree behind the garage. I'm gonna level off the back of the garage, pour my footings, mount the lift, put a tarp over it or something when not in use. Then eventually I'll pour a fuller slab, and then eventually I'll build a structure around it and then connect it with the garage and just have that.
So you would drive. So eventually you would pull in through the main door, drive through the OG shop into where the hoist is, right?
No, it's going to be the other
Still have
direction.
to go
It's gonna
around?
be- yeah, I'll have another garage door on this side. And-
Well, think of this. A lot of times you're going to be shoving a vehicle back to where the hoist is that's inoperable. So are you sure you want to be able to have to do all that? Because that would suck in an inoperable vehicle.
well, chances are the vehicle will be operable once it gets to the hoist. That's probably where it will become inoperable once I touch it.
Okay.
Yes. Like if I'm gonna like pull the engine, that's just gonna be where it lives, right there on the hoist again.
Yeah,
then-
you'll have the hoist instead of the swing set.
yeah. And then I will just make the main garage the shop where, I won't have the car in there anymore. I'll just exclusively park it in that other main or bigger area. Then I'll just build a nice shop in the garage portion of it.
But boy,
Eventually.
you just can't beat free for a
Telling you.
I got footings already. If you want to just send that over here.
I mean,
Put it in a
oh,
nice
buddy, old pal.
away.
I'll just give them your address and be like, yeah, that's me. I shaved.
I shaved and I did that 48-hour diet.
And then you can use it anytime you want. But you got to come here.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
it'll be
It
under
works
the
out if
roof,
you
it'll
think
be well
about it.
taken
It
care
works
of.
out.
yeah.
It's just 700 miles. Let's be fine.
700
Only
miles there and 700 miles back. Can't be done in 24 hours. Who says?
You could fly it over there.
There's a ferry that goes straight across.
Yeah.
straight across.
Me.
You guys would love that too.
I want to take it over.
Love
I
the
want to
ferry.
take a road trip over to you guys someday whenever I can.
Hey.
afford that.
Come on out. We'll show you around.
Who knows?
Our
If this
area is
YouTube,
cool.
Cool.
this YouTube thing takes off and I do it full time, I'd be able to do that. I mean, I'm getting a free fucking car lift, so I mean, it's going in the right direction at this point.
It's going up.
Eventually, once I get installed,
Stuff
Is
around
this
me.
a new unit?
huh?
Is it a new unit?
Yeah.
Holy wow. I thought just somebody was being nice and like moving and here, take this hoist.
No, it's a company. They want
Oh.
to send me their
I
hoist.
thought the same thing too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know it. Who is it? I just looked it up earlier. Who? Built Hard. That's a good name. Yeah, it's that.
Nice.
Hoist.
Built hard.
Built hard.
Built hard.
Well, what's
They
the
were getting into it when they were building it.
It is hard.
Wheeze? Why? WE Crescent Wrench ZE is on the actual hoist.
If it's going to live outside, look at a couple things. First off, make something of a cap of some sort that's going to go on top of the uprights to keep the weather off of those pulleys. Secondly, the carriage that actually hauls the arms up and down on a bend pack, all that is a piece of square tubing with an open top. Make sure that there's something in there to deflect the water out of that so that doesn't fill up with water and rust out. And then make sure you've got a drain hole in the bottom of it. And that will last a hell of a lot longer than outside duty.
I might be able to find like a canvas carport to just toss over it too, which would be a lot easier if I could sweet talk them into the 9-foot lift instead of the 12.
Those things are hot garbage. Those things are hot garbage. The sun starts to degrade them, and the wind takes them the rest of the way, and they're just done. You know what? I've seen so many of them they fall down, they're poorly made, and they don't last. It's not even, basically, in 3 years, that thing's going to be done.
Whoa, but 3 years might be all the time I need because it's better than not having anything.
You just got to get the metal one.
Sometimes
metal carport.
Yeah, sometimes
that's better.
Shit is better than nothing at all. Sometimes. So
what are you?
Solid's better than wet. I'll tell you that.
I like exactly what Frank suggested. Just get a carport, and then just have it open ends. So let's say your north and south end are open, but at least you got a roof over you for shade and to keep the water off of it.
You always finish it later. They sell the little garage doors for them, and
exactly
inside.
Exactly.
I don't think they're like really expensive.
I mean, you've got a nice new piece of equipment. Wouldn't it be really a shame to leave it outside permanently?
I mean, I didn't pay for it, so
this is true. But at the same note,
really, it's just the durability test of their product. They're sending it to me to review it. How's it going to withstand?
Grass, not so good.
Look,
I like it better when the clay gets all slippy and slidey. Then I can just slide right underneath the car. It's great.
Well, I mean, there are ideals ways to do it, and then there are reality check ways to do things, especially when
to do it and a way he's going to do it.
There's like
not the same.
We're not even sure if I can financially afford to pour a proper slab or footings for this thing yet, let alone building entire structures around it.
You just buy the Quikrete, you dry pour it, and you just mist some water on there, call her good.
Yep.
I mean,
there's a whole bunch of ways to pour a pad. Dan, there's the bag way where the guy actually takes his form and he sets it out, and then he just goes through and he sets down bag concrete in rows, and he just lays column after column, and he spaces them so far out. Then he goes through with a hoe and he starts breaking those bags open and dumping them out. And then you take all that concrete and you level it out and everything as dry concrete. And then you start to wet it down.
I mean, I'm totally okay with, fudging the concrete laying process, but I don't know how, I'm going to have the car up there. It's calling for certain, grades of concrete, certain thickness.
Rated concrete.
And it's got to be 3,000 PSI grade concrete with like mesh in there and rebar and shit. It's saying it's
that's what I was saying. If you and your buddies all got together and you guys decided we're going to pour a pad, we're going to do it here, and then everyone just throw in, and then you pay outright for, let's say that you can do it in a yard, and a yard is X. So figure $1,200 just in cement, having it delivered to you. And then you've got a week's worth of work getting your prep work done to lay your slab. And then it's going to be 1 day of hard work of actually laying the slab down, doing your screed and everything, and then after that, you're done.
Right, but we're not like as soon as you said $1,200, the whole project stopped because I
Well,
don't have that.
Is there a better way? You're gonna buy one, try once, and be done with it.
All the things you said after that were really nice, but we couldn't even get past this first part. Like, okay, I'm not made of money here. Like, I'm barely hanging out.
Who is? But I mean, that would be the most cost-effective way to do it, though.
I understand that, Doug.
To get the proper PSI concrete in your rebar.
I can't go to the concrete place and be like, hey, this is the best way to do it. Well, can you afford it? No, but it's the best way to do it, so do it anyway.
I have $600 and a whole pocket full
Like,
of lift.
I
Well, how
have
about
$200 right now, and I'll have another $5 in about 3 weeks. What can we do here? It's like, no.
I just got it because I had when I had this pole barn, it's called, built, I had the extra 12 feet for the ceiling put on because the old house was 10 foot. So if I ever got a lift, I had the clearance, and then I just had them pour the footings. So if I ever did get it, which I probably won't, but it's there. And then I got to thinking, wow, a 4-post lift would be a lot better than 2.
Yeah.
All that extra work, and I still don't have a lift.
See, we're at two opposite ends of the spectrum here. I have a lift, and I have no fucking way to install it. You have.
I told you, just bring it over here. You can use it anytime. Your car will be here all the time, so it works out. I got to see it all the time, and then I got a lift if I want to use it.
It'll get the best hydraulic fluid, and only the best Chevys will always be hung off of it until you come get it.
Yeah.
I'll tag you in all my videos, for credit.
Hashtag thanks, Dano.
Send me your link for the product description. You can have all that too.
That'd be good.
Lift by El Dano.
Like if you were like 30 minutes away, an hour away, I would totally actually do that. Why are we so far away from everybody? It seems like
because you're so far away from me.
Or Dan, you buy the fancy trailer and you mount the lift on the trailer and you make it portable.
I was looking at those. That is actually a pretty good way to do it because it wouldn't be permanent anywhere. I could move it. I wouldn't have to pour any permanent foundation, so I wouldn't have to really deal with permitting because it's not a structure at that point. It's a trailer.
You could rent it out too.
I could. Oh shit! How much are the trailers?
I have no idea.
Do they sell just those trailers? They have to.
I don't think they do. I think you got to buy the whole thing.
I can make one.
I'm sure there's like an insurance liability that they got to sign off on.
Is there always one?
Unless they pay in cash. If they pay in cash, then there's no proof anything happened.
What if I just found like a trailer skeleton and I just made a metal platform and put it on there? Then I wouldn't have to pour concrete. I wouldn't have to get permits. It's not a permanent structure. It's not physical.
There's a guy that does exactly that with a 2-post lift, and it goes to like Power Tour and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
That would be the most ideal way to do it because then I could transport. And
then you could pimp it out and make fucking bank, man.
That's true. It could pay itself off if I rented it out. Because there'd be nowhere else.
No, I wouldn't rent it out. Well, you'd have to be there.
I mean,
that's the thing. You'd have to babysit it. I would not allow anyone. Like you lift the car, you put the car down. I wouldn't let just any fucking jackass use that thing.
I mean, if they break it, then I'll just I'll make them pay with a credit card, and I'll just pull it off their credit card.
You just bought me a new one. Thanks, guy.
Hey,
this is yours, by the way.
You got to report it. So you got to report it if you're using credit card. They pay in cash. Never happened.
The other thing I always thought was cool was the guy who runs Muletown Dyno, where he's basically got an enclosed trailer that's a dyno. A chassis dyno?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Oh, man, what a great idea. I always like it. You go to one of the big Chevy dealers. We have a big Metro Cruise in summer, and it's huge. Frank knows all about it. And
I have no idea.
one of the big dealerships, the big Chevy dealer, they had a dynometer, a chassis dyno there. And this guy comes in and this Corvette, and how much horsepower do you think it has? Well, it's got this, and this, and it should be making about 700 horsepower, and would barely eke out 390, and he'd be all mad.
You know what I
or
should
whatever.
do? I should make this lift transportable with the trailer idea, and I should just go park it outside, like around the parking lot of an auto parts store, and just put up a little sign.
Yeah.
Because they're at the auto parts store. They're clearly working on something. Just broken.
And right outside the auto parts store at 2:00 in the morning, someone's going to say, I like that so much it needs to come home with me.
Oh, no, I would be there during those work hours. I'd just be sitting there, you know.
He
Just
Oh, yeah, I just happen to be getting oil from a truck.
have
Yeah.
his little card
It's like-
table out there, like he's selling Girl Scout cookies or something.
It's like, good sir, I
Oh,
see that
Do you need a hoist for the evening?
It's like, I see you
Need a,
got
hey, bud, need a lift?
right there.
You know,
That should be your slogan. Hey, bud, need a lift?
Yeah, it's like, how would you like to work on that just right here and get it done over with? Oh, I see you have fucking parts right there. Why don't you just, you're going to have to come back anyway. Wouldn't it be much easier just to walk
So
back
why
instead
don't
of
you
drive?
just set it up as a whole rig then? Get yourself a utility truck body, get laden down with tools, have a little press, have a vise. You've got your generator, welder, torch set, everything right on board. So yeah.
There. Doug took a
Get
good
that price mark again, and Dan went, nope.
we're very
we're-
fancy about even getting a trailer at
Yeah,
this
that's-
point. So.
You're taking good ideas and turning them into really unrealistic ideas. Doug.
Yeah, but think of the hourly to have that hoist with tools and everything. Imagine this: some poor bastard broke down on the at the frickin' Kmart parking lot. And you pull in, and the guy's like, "How much for that?" You're like, "It's 150 an hour, or whatever, just to use this." But auto parts store there, and walking distance to here, and you can have it done in 3 hours.
Yeah, nobody's going to be able to afford $150 an hour if they're
But
broken
then again,
down.
where else are they going to be able to have a truck, tools, heat, welder, everything right there?
Yeah, but if they know how to use that stuff, chances are they already have that stuff somewhere else.
True,
And
but not
if
there.
if they're driving such broken down shit that it just broke down right there, chances are they don't have the money to pay me $150 an hour to utilize my equipment.
Well, there are guys that get garages, buy hoists, and then rent out the stall, and it'll have tools. It'll have, it's a main shop, so you're going to have a press. You got the welder, you got all that, and for X amount an hour.
I realize that, Doug. This would be dream level stuff that's happening right here.
Yeah.
We're still on the fact that I can't even afford to pour a slab. So
Right.
we're taking like leaps and bounds like Superman.
Well, come on, man. It's your money, and I'm going to spend it the way I see fit.
I mean, that would be great if I had the money. You
Well,
can't spend what I ain't
you got
got.
on the thing of making some money, so I'm like, I know how to make you some money.
Oh, I believe me, that would be a hit. If I could rent just like a big area, of the warehouse. Well, not warehousing, but you know what I mean, like shop space somewhere.
Shop space.
In town, big building, just have lift and shit there and just rent out the use of it. Yeah, that'd make a lot of money. But it takes a lot of money to get to that point.
Takes money to make money.
It
Right.
takes money to make
In about 300 years, when you've gotten all the tools gifted to you, when your YouTube takes off, you'll be all set.
Not to mention the extensive collection of butter knives
It's true.
that are at everyone's
Yeah.
disposal at any time.
See, if I
Oh,
could
that'd be great. Roll up there, opens the toolbox. Oh, here's your flat.
Every toolbox there, there's a drawer full of butter knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different
Random too,
thicknesses,
not
different
all the
shapes.
same ones. They got to be randoms.
See, if I could ever get my Project XMC prototype carburetor insert thing up and running, I might possibly be able to make some money to actually do all that kind of shit.
Now you're moving the booster down in the Venturi. Now, do you have to swedge those back in?
No. I won't be swedging them back in. They'll be pretty much epoxied in.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
some carburetor manufacturers epoxy theirs in anyway. So I figure it'll work.
See, I actually know understand very little about the Holly. I've only messed with Edelbrock's, and
Yeah. I like the Holly
Edelbrock's
just
are easy.
because it's so easy to like modify it up and cut it up and torture it. Yeah, it just makes good content. But yeah, no, I'm gonna just simply take the holes where they are now, swedged in now, just lower them a bit to where the down leg will just go kind of right below the Venturi, not like way down in, but just right below the Venturi opening. And
are
drill
you
out-
hoping for the maximum velocity of the Venturi?
Yeah, I'm hoping that the airspeed will already be at its fastest point when it slams through the booster versus still accelerating when it's above.
Wouldn't it be an optimal zone in the center of the throat? Is it in the center of the throat?
Yeah, I think doing it below will actually have more of a pull than just and also having it slightly below will open up the top completely for me to actually go back through and do a way better job epoxying and forming the top funnel of the opening.
I'm really interested to see this actually being used.
Yeah, me too. Like actually on a car and seeing what the response is.
Well, look at some of the old Barry Grant Hollies that he would make that had the inserts where you could just change go to a colored insert and totally change your carburetor. That's the level of stuff that you're trying to go with.
Yeah, I'm very interested in all this kind of testing shit. I want to see that, and I'm really excited to see the 600 main body with the 850 base plate and see how that works out. I think that's going to actually be really good. I think the disparity between the base plate and the Venturi size is going to create a massive pressure drop and just vaporize fuel and help keep fuel atomized and separated out. Because as the fuel comes down, it's going to have a nice, big, large open area to stay emulsified and vaporized as it goes through the engine instead of bumping into each other and re-dropletting. Or dropletting? Whatever the correct word.
We smell what he's stepping in, though.
Yeah. So
That's one of the reasons why I went with the 60 grit finish on my intake runners is for fuel droplets to at least run on something so it can get atomized. I also still need to go through at the very top rail that goes across all the ports. I want to do just basically I take a drill bit and then I just go down until the bevel's done. I don't go into straight at all, and I do a little line all the way down. So if another raw slug of fuel will set in those things, and then as the column air rushes across it, because you don't finish them, you leave them with the turn on it, so it'll cause a little cyclone. It'll help reatomize that liquid.
yeah, it'll shear the fuel back into the air and atomize it. Yeah, I want to try. Before I epoxy the top of the carburetor, I want to try doing golf ball dimples, seeing if that actually does anything. I think if you put golf ball dimples in certain locations in the opening of the carburetor, it will help. Like around the corners, maybe like right at the Venturi opening, just a little bit there. Maybe even down in the bore itself, just right around like the bottom of the Venturi bore might help. I don't know. I think
All right, guys, I got to run. It was fun.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Everyone takes care. So
Have a good one,
Have a
man.
good one, man.
Take care,
Yeah.
Neverboard. And then there was 3.
That's right. Yeah, I'm very excited to start working on this. I don't remember who the guy is that I'm having flow tested.
Novak?
Who?
Nowak?
No,
Joseph Nowak?
no, not Joseph Nowak. He flow tested the JB Weld first main body.
Right.
A lot of the things we're going to do to this second one, because we're starting fresh, a lot of the things are going to be sort of the same because I have to get it to that point. We're going to mix in different things along the way, obviously, and do it a lot better and actually have it, more refined. But a lot of it's going to be kind of the same. So he's going to be like the flow master, of that one, the older one. And we're doing this next one with another guy, just so the content doesn't kind of overlap and it gets to more people. Like
Okay.
the audiences filter out more.
Right. And not to mention, we've seen what Joseph can do. What can, Bob's Carb Service do?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wow,
send,
Bob really found blah, blah, blah.
yeah, I'm gonna send him the new main body with a 600 base plate, a 750 base plate, because he can do that test right away.
Where is this guy?
Look, give me 1 second. I'll look up his channel. Yeah, okay, here. Beer Budget Performance Mopar.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug his channel right here,
Melbourne.
right there. If y'all can,
Third Beer Budget Performance.
yeah, that's gonna be the guy who's going to do
Local to you.
the second main body.
Because I think you need to take, just like a wind tunnel, like you need to take your vacuum cleaner and then put it to your carburetor and start flowing some air through it. And I think you need to get smoke and then start going around and watching how that smoke gets pulled in and see where the ebbs and flows are and see if you can't do anything to help your CFM with that smoke. And then figure out where you would put your little golf ball dimples to help.
So that video right there,
Yeah.
the one where I
Okay.
put the smoke on it and the vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
and do exactly what you just were describing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good video.
Sorry.
I want to do more of it. I want to put the new main body on there and test that out too, with the smoke and stuff. I just gotta set that up.
Yeah, I just hit my brain. I forgot. I've seen that too.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I had dry ice in a watering can. I just poured the
That
smoke.
shit is cold, ain't it?
It is, especially when you use your bare hands.
You're an idiot.
My hand's still here, so.
Yeah, that's true. My father, in the middle of winter, grabbed a propane cylinder and it had a faulty valve, and he was putting it on a piece of machinery outside, and he threaded it on, and it shot a whole bunch of propane onto the palm of his hand, and it froze his hand. And Dad freaks out for just a second, and he goes, "Oh, I know what to do." And he scooped up a big handful of snow, and he packed it on it. And Dad said that him taking that snow, it sounded like sizzling, like you threw snow in a hot skillet.
Oh yeah.
Because how warm the snow was compared to the
Yeah.
propane frost that my dad had on his hand, and he was fine.
I had that happen to me putting a propane tank on a forklift once.
About what happened to Dad.
Yeah. I didn't get my hand frozen though, luckily. I think I might have been wearing gloves, maybe. I don't know. Don't remember. I used to have 2 pairs of gloves when I worked in the lumber yard in the winter. I'd have 1 pair of gloves resting on the exhaust pipe on the back, and one pair of gloves on me. And every once in a while, I just swap them out and have warm.
Oh, glorious feeling, isn't it?
Oh, it's great, especially when nothing else is warm.
Yeah.
Like I would have fucking sweatshirts, shirts, snow pants, fucking jackets.
Yep.
I would be warm for like the first hour, maybe hour and a half. But then as soon as the cold got to me, it stuck the whole rest of the day. I could go outside and try to warm up. Didn't matter. It was still there.
You're right. Yeah. The same thing as one of the old tricks a friend of mine taught me for wrenching on cars is he would, if we were outside, you get plywood and you put up a box around it so the wind doesn't go through, and then you shove a salamander heater underneath the car, let it warm up under there, and then you make a little stool, and then you put your tools right in front of the torpedo heater, and then you carry 2 of every tool, and then when you wrench barehanded, because that's the only way you can wrench. You can't wrench with gloves on; it sucks.
Yeah.
So you wrench barehanded until you can't stand it anymore. Then slide down, trade out your tools, and grab them hot tools off of there, and they literally go in your hands. You don't care. You're like, heat, and away you go. It's nice. Same thing as putting on them nice warm gloves.
That would have been nice when I was fucking changing those tie rods in the coldest day of the fucking winter this winter.
Coldest day of the winter, yes.
It was fucking.
That made a huge difference.
It was negative 25, 26 degrees outside, and Buddy was like, "Hey man, I'm in town. Are you able to help out?" It's like, "Yeah, let's do it." We were up until like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, and he drove back to Fargo to go to work at 4 o'clock. The alignment wasn't perfect because, frankly, it was too cold to care, but
exactly,
he made it home,
and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it definitely. Oh yeah.
Kerosene on it, blister. Huh.
Good to know.
Yeah.
He changed. My friend had a short. He had a like a 1980 Chevy van, short-bodied van, full size, and the turbo 350 died in it. And we ended up jacking it up on jack stands just on the passenger side, and we slid in on our bellies. We laid in the snow, and we took that thing out, and then we used his son's sled to take the transmission out from under the vehicle and bring the new one in. That was fun. That was fun. Only vehicle they had, and it needed to get fixed right then and there. Thank God somebody had an automatic ready to rock.
Yeah. It's pretty lucky. Well, man, she's 10-13 on our side.
It is 11-13 on our side.
Oh, man. You're even later.
This is the future, gentlemen.
The world's not dead in the future yet, so that's good.
Right. That's right. I'm living proof.
Well, I suppose we'll probably start wrapping her up.
All right.
Gotta get the kiddos to bed.
Hey, just let me know if you need me to take something way to the extreme and spend all sorts of money on that you don't have, okay?
Hey, I'm perfectly okay with it. I love it. I just wish I could do it.
Right. You're like, yeah, Doug's got great ideas, but Doug's expensive.
God damn it. I'm going to need way more sponsorships to afford Doug.
Always great seeing you guys. Take care.
Yeah, man. Later, Doug.
It's fun not being drunk.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
No, yeah, bye.